welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikkiphillippi, to those of you that don't know me. Today I'm going to be doing, just like my title says, my winter morning routine, and I'm filming this intro outside honestly just because I can. If you are not subscribed to my channel, feel free to click this button right here and you will be subscribed, or you can scroll down if you are on a mobile device and there will be a little red subscribe button. Today's video is actually sponsored by Birchbox. Now, you guys know I told you last month that I was going to start working with Birchbox, and once again, I am over the moon. I have been a fan of Birchbox for like 4+ years. If you don't know what Birchbox is a beauty and grooming retailer, and they actually launched back in 2010, and they gained a lot of popularity from their subscription boxes where they would send out deluxe samples tailored to the customer's profile and needs. Not only do they have the sample service, the subscription box, where you can turn around and order all full-size products of the samples on the site, but they also make really awesome editorial content to help teach you about the products, inform you about the brands, and guys, I'm over the moon to be working with them. So a lot of the products that I'm using in my morning routine are from Birchbox. So I will have all of those links down below for you to go check them out. And if you want to hear me do my little How to Be Happy January rant, we'll call it a spiel. At the end of this video, stay tuned to the end of my routine, and I'm going to talk to you about how I've learned to push past that morning anxiety, I guess you could say, the morning ick that can sometimes weigh on you and make it hard to start the day. That's kind of seems like a Debbie Downer transition into this.
Let's do it.
Alright, so this is the view from outside of my window in the morning, and I slowly wake up like a little princess, and then usually I'm tackling Dan and making him hug me because it's my favorite, and then usually he turns to tackling me. So once I settle in, I open up my Instagram, browse for a little bit positive and uplifting accounts, and then I'll usually look at my Bible app and read a couple of verses and meditate on those thoughts. And then Dan and I wake up. P.S. This NAMAST-AY in bed shirt, which means like, nah, I'ma stay in bed. It's from Birchbox, and a lot of people actually don't know that they sell lifestyle items like that, but yeah. Oh, and that's my clothing rack next to my bed. So I head to the bathroom, pull my hair up in a messy bun, give McTrousen some kisses, and then Dan and I usually head out to get some type of drink or breakfast just to kind of get some sunshine and get out of the house at the top of the day. So my husband held the door open for me. We got in the car, drove to Bagel Boys. By the way, he's such a gentleman. Got some bagely goodness, and then headed back home. Then, that ball you see me slow-mo throwing is a ball that I use to actually roll out my muscles. I'm in physical therapy right now, and if I'm a good girl, I try to do my physical therapy in the morning. So, moving on to my getting ready routine. So I'm starting off by using this Ren Flash Rinse 1-minute facial, and this stuff is amazing. It leaves your skin feeling so soft. It has vitamin C in it. You scrub it into your skin, you let it sit for 1 minute, and when you rinse your face, your skin feels amazing. And then I'm following it up with this Ren Instant Firming Beauty Shot, which is like a serum that helps make your skin feel plump and tight. And after I let that sit, I'm following it up with my Caudalie Daytime Moisturizer that has an SPF in it. And then I'm using my Caudalie eye cream. I'm clearly obsessed with Caudalie. It is such an incredible brand. And then I like to let my facial products sit while I work on my hair. So I'm using a curling wand, and I'd washed my hair the night before, so I'm basically just curling the pieces of my hair that are straight or frizzy like that. See the frizz, guys? A lot of people don't realize that the volume I get complimented on actually comes from my naturally occurring frizzy hair. Ooh. So then I curl my bangs to the left, and then I pin them in place to cool while I do my makeup. So my sister Shayna keeps telling me these are not brush holders, but I like using these containers as brush holders, which this is also from Birchbox. So then I'm using this Smashbox green primer, and this helps to not only cancel out red, but keep your makeup in place all day. And then I'm using this Laura Gellar Baked Foundation in the color Porcelain, and I love the consistency of this foundation. It's a thicker foundation, but it rubs into your skin really well. So then I'm taking concealer and concealing all my acne spots and hyperpigmentation, and then I'm taking this product called Lemonade from Benefit, and I think it's supposed to be just an eyeshadow primer, but I also use it kind of as like a double concealer in a couple places. And then I am setting my foundation with my new favorite powder foundation from Smashbox in the number 2, and then I am adding some bronzer bronzer to my face, Hoola from Benefit. And I've said this before, I like to lightly contour and then use a stippling brush to blur the lines. And then I'm using the blush Coralista from Benefit, and then also using the stippling brush to blend it in. And then I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz Brow Pencil. If you have watched my videos for a while, you know I used to really not like this product, but I actually really like it now. So I filled in my brows, used a little bit of powder, and then outlined my brows with some concealer, and then I'm moving on to eyeshadow. So for my eyeshadow, I'm using the Cargo Venice Enhancement Palette, and I'm starting off with the color Bridge, and I'm applying that all over my eyes, and then I'm taking this darker color in the outer corners, and then I'm taking this color Canal as kind of like a blending color, and I'm doing that all in the in-between part of my eyes. And then I'm taking this Laura Gellar, it was like a calligraphy 3-set eyeliner, and I'm using the thinnest eyeliner to draw a cat eye. This cat eye was so precise and I loved it. And then I'm using this Eyeko Fat Mascara just to add some thickness to my eyelashes. And then I'm topping it off with this Benefit Benetint Lip Balm. And then once my makeup is done, I am taking my bangs down now that they've cooled into place, getting dressed, which you didn't see, and now I'm modeling for you. Ooh. I will have all of the information for this OOTD in the info box down below. I wanted to really quickly talk about something that I deal with. I mentioned this in my anxiety video, the morning funk or the morning black cloud. Now there's a couple things that I do to deal with it that I wanted to share with you guys. So the first thing that I do is, and this is kind of specifically for me, if you are not religious, this isn't gonna apply to you. I like to open up my Bible app. There's like a verse of the day, and what I'll usually do is I'll open it up, click that, and go into the chapter. It takes no time, it really helps to align me for the day. Now, the second thing that I like to do is I like to look at things that inspire me and ignite a positive emotion, to not look at accounts or websites or profiles that make you feel less than or down. It's almost like making an active choice to not kick yourself when you're down. Don't do that to yourself. When all else fails, just get up and go. I had a day yesterday where I felt so overwhelmed getting out of bed, and at the end of the day, I was walking back into my house and I thought, it's so funny how I started the day feeling so disempowered and I ended the day feeling like such a badass. Like, I walked in, I was like, I did everything I needed to do and I feel great and I feel pumped, and it was so opposite of where I started my day that it was just another reassurance in my brain that you cannot always trust how you feel. Feel free to chime in any facet down below in the comments. I will be back with my night routine on Saturday, and I'll see you then. Bye, guys.
And I got hope in my eyes. Please keep me warm.